How to use ClickUp for beginners. So hello everyone, so in today's video I will show you guys on how to use ClickUp. So without further ado, let us begin. So after creating your account on ClickUp, let us start first by creating a space. So to create a space in ClickUp, what you want to do first is go to the left side over here, go down until you see spaces. And then once you're in space, what you want to do from here is to click on create space. Afterwards, what you want to do is to just simply name your space. So you can name your space to anything you like. I'll just name mine sample space. Afterwards, you can also put a description about your space, but this one is optional. Next is you can also make it private. So if you make it private, only you and invited members can have access to the said space. So for now, I'll make it as private. And then when I made it private, as you can see that there's an option that will allow us to invite members to our space. So once you're here, just simply click on add member and then just simply enter the emails of the members that you want to add. And then there you go. Afterwards, what you can also do is use templates for your space. So if you want to use templates for your space and save time and start using ClickUp immediately, you can definitely use templates. So to do that, just simply click on use templates right here. Afterwards, you'll be greeted by a lot of templates that you can use depending on your liking. So you have templates for marketing, project management, engineering and product, and a lot more. So feel free to explore this section out and choose the template that you like. So if you want to use a template for ClickUp, what you want to do is you just simply look for a template that you want to use. So as an example, I'll choose this one, Agile Scrum Management. So just click on it. Afterwards, there will be an option right here that will allow you to use the template. So just simply click on use template, and then there you go. Afterwards, it will now ask you for your space name again. So again, I'll just name it sample space as an example. Afterwards, there are also some import options right here that you can choose. So you can either import everything from the template or you can customize your import items. So feel free to choose on which or how you want to import the details from the template. For me, I'll just choose import everything. Afterwards are the project dates, so you can import project dates as is or remap the dates. And then lastly, you can also include archive tasks. So they have different options right here that you can choose. So you can either choose no, yes, include archive tasks, and yes, include and unarchive tasks. So feel free to choose or customize your template out. And then once you're done customizing your template, just simply click on use template. And then there you go. We now have our template loaded up. So as you can see over here within our template, we have some pre-loaded tasks right here from the template. So what we can do is just simply delete these, and then we can start creating our own. There you go. I'll just select these. Afterwards, I'll just delete them. There you go. So in here, first is we have our list view. So this right here is what we call a view. So we have a list view right here, and we also have a board view. But there are also some different kinds of views right here that you can use depending on what you like. So when I click on view right here, they have other views right here like a calendar view, a Gantt chart view, and a lot more. So feel free to choose which kind of view that you're comfortable with. But now I'll just start off with the list view right here. So the first thing that we're going to do first is to just simply add a task or create a task within our space. So in creating a task, what you want to do is to just simply click on add task right here in the top right corner. Click on it. Afterwards, just simply add the name of your task. So as an example, I'll just name it task 1. And then you can also add a description to your task if you want to. So I'll just add a description that says this is task 1. And then there you go. At the bottom right here is we also have assignees. So in assignees, you can assign people to a specific task. So since I don't have members in my space yet, you could just simply search up your members from here or just simply enter their email. And then they will now be assigned to that specific task. Next is we have due date. So in here, we can set start dates and due dates for our tasks. So for example, we can set a start date first. So let us set the start date to March 23. Afterwards, let's set the due date around March 26. There you go. And then there you go. We now have a due date for our task. Next is priority. So in here, you can set the priority of your said task. So you can make the priority urgent, high, normal, or low. So feel free to choose what kind of priority you want to use depending on your task. So as an example, I'll make it urgent. There you go. Next is we have tags. So in here, you can input tags for your task right here. And then when you click on these three dots right here, you can also add time estimates, sprint points, dependencies, subtasks, and checklists. So feel free to view this section out. Next is you have custom fields right here at the bottom. So in here you can show custom fields. So you can add initiatives right here, a requester. You can also create new fields if you want to. So in here you can add different kinds of fields like a date, text area, a number, money, formula, files, and etc. etc. So as an example, I'll just add a new field that will allow me to add files. There you go. Then it will ask you for a field name. So I'll just say input, or let's just make it upload the files here. There you go. Upload the files here. You can also add a description as well if you want to. So I'll just add files as a description. Then you can also change the type if you want, but for me I'll just leave it as files. And then once you're done creating your new field, just simply click on create. And then there you go. So as you can see, we have now created a new field right here that will allow us to upload our files. And then there you go. At the top right here is we have doc. So in here, this is a document type. Next we have reminder. So this is a reminder type of task. A chat. You can also make chats right here. A whiteboard and a dashboard. So feel free to choose on which kind of task you want to add for your list. And then once you're done creating your task or finalizing your task, you can now create the task. So just simply click on create task right there. Afterwards, you have now created your first task. And then if you want to re-edit the details again of your task, just simply click on your task and then you will see the details again of that said task. So again, from here you can edit out the task name, the status right here, change out the due dates, the assignees, the priorities, change the description, change the custom fields or add more custom fields. You can also add subtasks right here, checklists, and upload your attachments. So for now, let's try to add some subtasks right here. So as an example, I'll just add subtask 1 right there as a subtask. And then in the subtask, you can also do the same things that you can do with your task, like assigning people, setting due dates, setting priorities, and etc. Then there you go. We've now added our subtask. Next, we have checklist. So in here, you can create a checklist right here. So I'll just put checklist 1. There you go. Let's add another one. Checklist 2. And then there you go. And then within your checklist, you can also check them out. As you can see that at the top right there, there is a progression bar. So as you can see right there, it is now completed. Same goes with the subtasks. As you can see at the top that there is also a progression bar. And then in the right side over here, we have activity. So in here, you'll get to see all of the history that is done within your task. So you will get to see here the history on who created the task, who changed the status of the task, who created the start dates, the due dates, and the priorities of the said task. At the top right here, you'll also get notifications. So in here, you'll get to see all the notifications within this task alone. You can also search things right here within your task. Filter. So you can filter activities within your task like person, assignees, and etc. At the right here, you can also add links. And in the more section right here, you can link a task, add relationships, connect a URL link. So you can connect URL links like Google Drive, Google Docs, YouTube, and etc. And then within the activity section right here, you can also comment within the task. So you can type in here like comments to ask for updates with your workers or with your employees, and stuff like that. And then within the comments, you can also add files, mention people, assign comment as action item, add emojis, record a video clip, record a voice clip, and then these 3 dots right here, you can use commands or create a new document. At the top right here in the top right, there's a 3 dots right here that will allow you to add this task to another list, convert it, change the task type, duplicate it, remind you, and etc. etc. So feel free to view these settings out. You can also add this to your start if you want to, share it, so you can share this with your team right here. So just simply input the name or the email of the person you want to share this task to, or you can also share the link with anyone or copy a private link, and etc. etc. And after that, that's pretty much it on how you can make and customize your tasks. Moving on, let's switch to another view. So again, to switch to another view, just go to the top right here and then just click on a view. So in here, we now have our board view. So this one is quite easy to navigate to as well, because all you have to do is just simply move your task around or drag them around. So let's say within your board, you have something or a task that you have to do. and then you want to do that task immediately. So if you're gonna do your task, what you want to do is you just simply move it to in progress so that people will know that you are currently doing this task. And then once you're done doing that task, you can simply move it to in review. So let's say there is a person that has a higher rank than you, like some kind of manager that will review the task that you've done. And then once the manager approved of the task that you've done, they can move it to done right there. And then there you go. The task is now done. So yeah, so that is how you track the progress within tasks in ClickUp. And then let's say if you want to add like other statuses right here. So the things that you call right here, like the to-do list, the prioritize, in progress, in review, are called statuses. So if you want to add statuses to your views right here, just simply click on add group right there, and then just simply add the status name. So let's say I just want to make a status right there that says canceled. So this is where all the canceled tasks go to. So yeah, you can also change the color if you want to. So for example, change it to red, click on save, and then there you go. We now have our canceled group or list right here. So let's say this task is canceled. You can simply just move it to canceled, and then that task is canceled. So yeah, moving on, let's cover up the sections right here at the top. So basically these are just settings right here that will allow you to navigate through your space faster. So in here we have the search bar. So you can just simply search up for specific tasks right here. So for example, I'll just search up task 1, and then it will show us task 1. Next is hide. So you can filter or hide things right here within your task. So yep. Next we have customize. So in here you can customize the view of your space. So you can change the layout options right here, fields, filter, groups, templates, and etc, etc. So feel free to view this section out, and you can customize it to your liking. At the top right here, so you can create automations. So yes, if you want to create automations, you can create one right here. So just simply click on create automations, and then you can create automations from here. But this one is quite advanced, so I won't cover it right now within this video, since I'll just be covering the basics on using ClickUp. Because if I'll be covering the advanced stuff within ClickUp, this might take us an hour or two. Okay, so moving on is we have Ask AI. So in here you just simply use their AI to just help you within your task. So as you can see over here, they have some prompts right here, commands that you can ask as an example. So you can ask questions like, are there any overdue tasks? Which open tasks have the highest priority? And what task is assigned to me? So yeah, so you can ask any kind of prompt you want within your task. So as an example, I'll just ask, which open tasks have the highest priority? And then let's just wait for the AI to respond. And then there you go, the AI responded. There are no open tasks with the highest priority or urgent in the backlog list. So yeah, there you go. The next is we have share. So in here again, you can share this space within your team, or you can invite people in your space right here just by inputting their name or their email, or you can just simply copy the link right here as well. And then right beside share is we have comments. So in here, you can enter comments within your space. So I'll just enter comment right there, and then there you go. And then people can like your comments, set reactions, reply to your comment. And then at the bottom, again, you can add files, mention people within your team, emojis, add videos, or add audio clips. So yeah, and then there you go. So that's pretty much the basics on how you use ClickUp. And then if you want to delete your space right here in ClickUp, what you want to do is just go to your space right here. Mine is this one, Agile Project Management. Just click on the three dots right there, and then just simply click on delete. Afterwards, it will ask you if you want to delete your space right there, and then if you're sure, just simply click on delete, and then there you go, your space has been deleted. And then after that, you are pretty much done. So yeah, that's pretty much it on how to use ClickUp for beginners. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more tech tips. That is all.